Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one,
and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Complete to number.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
To throw again is Jackson. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
14.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
Set to kick.
McCann's got it teed up. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Extra point.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Tackle made by Malik.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. From the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
Pass intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
James, off play action. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. James now to throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, here's Agnew. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 21-0 our score after 1.
Nothing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops. And now,
there he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll be stopped inside his own 10. And the penalty marker likely going against him as well. What a mess. Jackson now down around his goal line. Flushed out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. On 1st down, James. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
To throw is James. On 1st down, going for it all. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Not much there, only a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Tucker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Jackson will throw again. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Miles. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Miles. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Now James off the play fake. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson, flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's James throwing on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, James. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
A loss of 11 yards. And it's third down.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Jackson
Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
brought down right.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
To number 89.
From 6 yards away. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Jaguars 7.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5.
43's the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Let's go, man. You need turnovers. Get that ball. Get ball 18. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Man, I got you.
From the gun, James. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get this. Back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Jackson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
To number 17.
From 8 yards out. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 27-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Miles. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
To number 89.
A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McCann's got it teed up. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike's 54. Hey, smash. 54. Let's go, let's go. 18, pioneer.
From the gun, Chavez. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. No chance. 60
Here's Chavez throwing on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Miles. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Chavez, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Off play action. Chavez. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Chavez to throw on 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
At the 25-yard line, the Jaguars take over. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake. And he's into the clear. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Lambo to add on the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Falcons 70, Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Jaguars. 1st and goal at the 5-yard.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Silver.
3rd and goal, option right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
4-yard attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Jags are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Jaguars.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Graham. Rolling to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
54's mark. 54's mark.
And they go play action now. Graham. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll run on first down. It's Miles. And he'll be taken down.